So hello everybody, I'm gonna continue my video last week about UX design. Last week I make is my video is about what is UX and UI design, and I make some mistakes there. I say that the UI is user interaction, but the truth is user interface, and I write it on my description column on my video last week. And so I will continue about UX design. I'm gonna continue about the introduction for UX design. So let's start it. Okay, so I got this research. This source is from Material Design. So Material Design is a material system that created by Google to help teams to build a high quality interface. And this material design is we can use it for Android, iOS, Flutter, and web. So let's start from the principle for the material design. So there are three principles for material design, but let's just start from the first principles. So the first is about material is the metaphor. Material is the metaphor, like the means of material is the metaphor is material design is inspired by real life, by item in real life and its texture, including like how they reflect the light and cast shadows. So the material design is reimagine the paper and ink from real life. The example is like when we have some item, maybe we have this this what the sticky notes, because there are some light from my lamp, and you can see that this note is reflect some light and have shadows behind these notes. So if example in the application is like when we use a button, when we want to inform user that they can click or tap or take an action to the button, we can add some shadows to make the button is above the page of our application. So like that. So let's continue the other principles. The second principle is bold graphic intentional. So the meaning of bold graphic intentional is like the material system about the typography, about the grids, about the space, about scale, about the colors, and about the image. And intentional means that we make some like the typography, like the space, like the grid is, we want to make some hierarchy, we want to make some meaning from all of them. So that is intentional. And the third principle is motion provides meaning. Motion provides meaning like when we take some action, when the may uh, example like when we click the other menu, we we automatically change to other page, other menu, or when we have some swipe gesture in our app, so the app will change to other page, or when we have like button, and when we click the button they have a click click we apa click states or active or radio button. We have when we turn on the radio button, there was active states. So the motion of the radio button is provide some meaning. The mean is the setting that we turn on the radio button is on. Like that. So let's continue. And this is about the components. Material design is include the components too, and there are five the purpose of the components of material design. The first is about display. Display is like we placing or organizing the content, like we use some list like this. We have list here with some image and a text label, and we can add some icon here. That is the example for display. And the second is navigation. Navigation is like allowing user to navigate their application. Like when we have a burger menu, so we can click the burger menu and there is many options that we can choose. And there bring us to other page like navigation at bar. And the third is action. Action is like allowing user to take action to the components like this. Was the example for floating action button, or we can call it FAB, is floating action button. And this is the circle, and this corner is FAB. And the fourth is input. The input is allowing users to fill the components to input some information. The example like this, we can see that the text label is unfilled, means that we not fill that block. So we can input some information there, or some tips that inform that maybe when we have some filter in our application, we can use tips to have a meaning that the filter is about the chips, about what we choose, about the chips that we choose. And the last is about communication, to communicate like maybe some error or some information that we make change to the application, like snake bar. This is the example for communication. Snake bar and the snake bar, and the example, and in this image the snake bar have an action, or like, yeah, like the snake bar. Okay, let's continue. And this is about the theming. So theming is like when we want to make our branding, we want to make branding, we can make it from typography, shape, and color. We can make a different typography or different shape or different color. We can. And in material design, there are 13 global type scale and a type system. And if you want to download, you can click link on my description. There was link for the type scales. And the 13 type scale is full from the headline to the body text or overline. We can see for to we can see if this image, if that was headline 5, headline 6, overline, body 2. So each type have the purpose. Like if we have some a bar top, we can use the headline 6. If we use body 2, that was not suit for the title, because we want to make sure that user is understand is they can see the type, they can see the sentence or the word in the headline. So we have to use headline type scale, not the body to or caption. And the second is about shape. We can change the shape of the block or the components if we want to make a branding. But if you is just a beginner like me, we can use we can use a basic shape, like if button they have some round corner there, or we can use like this, it's button, we can use a basic shape there. If you still we still if you still learning about the material design. And the third is about the color. There was two color here, like the primary and on primary. On primary means like the type for the above, like we have, if we have some button, and this is if we have some button there, and the second color is on primary. And we can see that here is example for navigation bottom up. They have different color from the active icon and text, the text label, and for inactive icon. So I have video here to wait, sorry. I'm sorry. But just if I'm sorry that I can't play the videos, just videos about the different timing for the button. But it's okay. It's not really important thing. So let's just continue this. And this is the tab skill. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13. Yes. There are 13 type scale, and this is the image of type scale. But if you want to know the image, you can download on my link description. And the responsive layout grid is like this. This is the anatomy for responsive layout. I'm sorry, layout grid. Like the first is about the columns, and the second is the gutters. Gutters in Indonesia is selokan, and the third is margins. Margins means the range between the app, between the content and the screen. That was margin. And there was a column to help us make the content easily, like the example, like if we have a card image list, or we have some card, we can make it 2 columns or 3 columns. We can make it uh have a clear, have a good user interface. And this is if we have column in column in Android. Oh no, I'm sorry, not Android, on in our phone, on headphone. Eh, on phone, yeah, on phone. The width is 360 dp, and they have 4 columns. this the soup heater have a burger menu, and this is the cards. They have two columns each card, and this is for the gutters. The gutters is the range between each card between two cards. They have three gutters, and it's 16 dp for the gutters. And for the marking is 16 dp too, and they have two marking, right and left marking. So that's all for today. Goodbye. Thank you. But if you want to comment to if I have some mistake and we can learn it together, you can comment on the comment. You can comment below. And yeah, we can discuss it together. We can learn it together. And if and you can help me to make my videos getting better. Okay, that's all. Thank you. Goodbye. Goodbye.